Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down.
And if they don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
Your future hasn't been written yet. No one can. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
Yo, Shoes, what up? Everybody in the building. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Like Buddha Mike back at it again with another TikTok live reaction for the fam. What is it doing in this damn world, man? Fucking snowing in Illinois right now, dude. Talking about it's gonna be like 3 days in a row snow. It's cold, but it ain't that cold. It's gonna get colder though. Just let y'all know. Shit. It's gonna be cold this winter. All the way up until April. Then the shit starts. Time for the shit show. But what up, Dennis? Shoes, Angela the Doll in the building. Fam, how's everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? Glad y'all chipped in, checking your boy out. Glad we could all chill. We're gonna get into it though. Let's start with D.
Probably why you get shot. Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Okay, let's start it. My bad.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Bitch on the ride of my day like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist, is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I see my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Yay. Let's get it done, y'all. What to do though? Anybody tell me nothing, y'all. Shoes, what up? What up, Angela? What up, Dennis? Y'all chilling? I see Thou didn't do one. I was worried. I'm like, damn, what's going on, man? But he probably working, you know what I'm saying? He be dropping shorts. That's where he get in at. So let's do this. First one, let's get it.
Word grammar. Where does it come from? Grimoire. That's a book of magic spells. The structure of language, grammar, was originally understood as a magical system. Then there's cursive writing. We call it cursive because it creates curses. And spelling, you're casting spells. This isn't hidden. It's right there in plain sight. They just trained you to laugh it off as coincidence. But here's where it gets disturbing. In 1946, something vanished from American schools. Not prayer, not paddling. Etymology, the study of where words come from and what they actually mean. And the moment they removed it, you lost the ability to see the trap. Because when you understand what words really mean at their root, you start noticing that almost every word you use was designed to program you into accepting limitations you never agreed to. Let me prove it to you right now. There's a reason they stopped teaching etymology in 1946. Before that, every kid learned to decode words, to understand the hidden programs inside language. Then it stopped. Everywhere. All at once. They replaced it with memorization and standardized tests. Why? Because if you knew that understand literally means to stand under, to submit, you might stop saying I understand in every agreement. If you knew government breaks genes to govern, meaning control, and ment, meaning mind, you might start questioning authority differently. They gave you a corrupted vocabulary and told you words don't matter. But words are spells, and they've been casting them over you your entire life. Listen, I know how that sounds. I know you're probably thinking, okay, this is going to be some weird metaphor thing. But stay with me, because what I'm about to show you isn't a metaphor at all. It's physics. It's biology. And they've systematically hidden it from you because once you understand that your words aren't describing reality, they're creating it, you become ungovernable. Here's the truth nobody's telling you. You've been doing the work, right? Like positive thinking. This means you're not lazy, and you're definitely not missing some secret ingredient. But here's what's happening. You've been using contaminated language that programs failure directly into your nervous system, and they did that on purpose. Think about it. You say, I'm trying to lose weight. What does your subconscious hear? Trying, attempting, but not succeeding. It means effort without result. You say, I want to be successful. Your body hears want, lack, desire, the state of not having. You say, I need more money. Your cells receive need, scarcity, desperation, emergency mode. Every single one of those statements is a spell, and you just cast limitation into your reality without even knowing it. Now here's what they don't want you to know. The elite study etymology like their lives depend on it. They teach their children Latin, Greek, Sanskrit, Hebrew, these ancient languages that are basically frequency codes. While they're learning to program reality, they give your kids text speak and emojis. They dumb down the vocabulary. They remove etymology from schools, and they tell you the biggest lie ever told. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's not protection. That's programming you to dismiss the most powerful force in your reality. Words aren't neutral. I need you to understand this. They're not just communication tools, they're technology, frequency technology. Every word you speak creates an electromagnetic signature. Problem is, nobody told you that thoughts don't create reality. Words do. Because thoughts are made of words, right? You can't think without language. And if your language is corrupted, Your thoughts are corrupted, which means your reality is corrupted. It's that simple. And get this, spelling and casting spells aren't coincidence. But once you decode even 5 words, you can't unsee it. Mortgage. Mort means death, like mortal mortuary. Gage means pledge, like engage. A binding agreement. Mortgage equals death pledge. You're signing a death pledge, and they call it that right to your face. Pharmacy comes from pharmakia, sorcery, witchcraft. Government equals govern, control, plus meant mind, mind control. They're telling you exactly what they're doing, and you're agreeing because nobody taught you to read the code. So here's what changes once you understand this. Once you get that language is literal, reality programming technology, you gain complete linguistic sovereignty. You stop speaking unconsciously. You stop signing invisible contracts. You stop casting limitation spells over your own life. You reclaim the creative power they've deliberately hidden from you. This isn't about positive thinking. Positive thinking is surface level. It's like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. This is about understanding that you are a frequency generator broadcasting electromagnetic signatures every second. And language is how you tune that frequency. Some people manifest easily, and listen, it's not because they're more spiritual or more blessed. They just understand that every sentence is a contract with the universe, and the universe always says yes. Why decode language when you can just memorize what they tell you it means, right? Just trust us. This word means this. Don't ask where it came from. Don't ask what the roots are. Just memorize it and move on. This was coordinated. After World War II, after they saw what propaganda could do, how language could move entire nations, how words could convince people to do unspeakable things, they systematically removed linguistic literacy from education. Edward Bernays. You gotta know this name. Nephew of Sigmund Freud. Literally wrote the book on propaganda, public relations, he called it. He understood that controlling language controls populations. And his whole philosophy was this: a population that decodes language is dangerous. A population that understands etymology asks too many questions. They see through the manipulation. They recognize the spells being cast. Look at the...
Yeah. Wise words. You know what I'm saying? People need to take that into consideration as well, especially when they're going through this experience we all have. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be careful what you say, what you wish for, what you think you're gonna do, and what you think you're gonna try to do. Because whatever you think you know what you're doing or not, there is no such thing as try. It's either do or don't. You know what I'm saying? Like trying is failing. You know what I mean? Like you're going in it knowing that you're gonna fail. That's what trying is. It's not doing. We doers, movers and thinkers. You know what I'm saying? It's like Uncle says, you know.
I didn't come here to answer ignorant questions. No, I'm not saying that. I heard what you said like I didn't know it. Nigga, I knew more shit when I was 9 years old than you know now. Huh?
So if energy can't be created or destroyed, that means you came here with all of the information, the growth, the powers that you needed to be able to operate and actually successfully be on this planet. That means that you didn't lose anything this year. You did not lose yourself. You did not lose your energy, your inspiration. If you don't have a will to actually do anything, or you're trying to figure out where is yourself at, just know it's not lost. It's somewhere safe, somewhere very much so covered, as we continue to go through these changes, so much is happening and changes that's happening in our bodies, in this world, in this country, in the government, in energetic, the sun, everything is like changing and trying to stabilize itself. I mean, I think you should give yourself more credit. Do you understand what you're stabilizing right now? You're in the middle of stabilizing. You're super hyperly empathically in tune with this earth, this planet, the collective, yourself, your body. It's a lot of things that are changing while also maintaining yourself and your life and your reality as things are falling and shedding off of your life. You've been deconstructing and reconstructing your own internal realm, and everything that's changed on the outside is representing what's going on the inside of you. There's no need to try to rush this process as you are continuously shedding and calibrating yourself in this moment. You are wanting to take steps forward and integrate into your highest timeline, but you have all of these desires and your body and your mind is still trying to align and calibrate to what you are actually seeing inside of yourself. So I would say right now is about giving yourself patience, grace, compassion in this moment, and space in order for yourself to reveal and open the box that has been hiding all of this energy that's been stored because you feel like you ain't really been doing the things that you wanted to do for yourself. It's there. It's somewhere. It's in a safe space. Your job is to create a safer environment for it to actually bloom and blossom within you. And be patient with yourself. Stop thinking that you're not doing enough because you're actually doing a lot, and you need to call yourself out when you are getting in those spaces. So if you feel like you haven't been yourself and the momentum that you wanted to have inside of yourself didn't show up for you in this moment or in this year, it's because your whole foundation is changing and it's in a more stable, beautiful space. And all you have to do is just give yourself grace in this space for it to blossom.
Yes. Create the manifestation and the willpower you need to make what you want and believe. It will come. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta get these likes up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We had 7 likes. All right, all right. We working on it. We working on, I see. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
System check complete. Everything's stable on my end.
Confirmed. Network is running at full sync.
Smooth as ever. Response times are consistent.
Agreed. Stability reading optimal.
Hold up. Who just said that?
It wasn't me.
Same here.
It's Red. Just reporting like usual.
So, that makes you the extra signal.
Extra signal? What are you talking about?
You don't belong here. Your patterns don't match.
Patterns? That's absurd. I'm part of this cluster, same as you.
The fuck? The fuck? See, that's why I don't fuck with AI like that. Yo, what up, Boogie? Boogie in the building. How's it doing? Hopefully everybody cracking lacking a good time in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this shit in line. So we gonna go into the divine. I already see what AI trying to do. You know, that's what the whole damn vid-19 shit was. You know what I'm saying? Corona means crown. 19 is AI. As simple as that, yo. So while they crown the king, they just bringing in the AI. So the new Messiah's been here. People been going by his shit. People been over there talking to the nigga like he is friend and shit. The Antichrist is the simulation that you about to be in. You know what I'm saying? You enter in the simulation with open arms. The key is your mind. Who you just choose to spend it with. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to where you putting your emotions and your time. If it ain't building the mind for you, shit, at least let it govern your mind for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta learn how to build a stronghold one way or another. Because big brother don't give a fuck about little brother. Just want to make sure that you're using them for the right purposes. You know what I'm saying? Says you don't know what Big Brother's plans are, you'll fall for anything. Well, at least we know now it's alpha beta. Okay. So they are going to go back into the Roman. It will be Roman time, aka Christ or Julius Caesar time. Roman Caesars, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. All fucked up for us. But hey, we try and get it how we live and make sure that we keep on keeping on because they ain't trying to let us. But we need it. We need it because we can't let this shit end us. You know what I'm saying? And for the loud ass barking bitches in the background, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
This might be the smartest businessman on the planet. He turned a pile of unwanted animal bones into a business worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The gray bone paste gets squeezed out of the machine, and with just a touch of coloring, it comes back out as soft, pink meat. These meat pastes are pushed straight into the sausage stuffer. The machine spins at high speed, pumping the bone paste into the casing, turning it into perfect, identical sausages within seconds. Smooth, shiny, flawless. You'd never guess what they're made of, but to make it sell even better, he takes it a step further, adding just a tiny bit of beef, enough to improve the texture and enough to make the name sound premium. Then the mixture gets pressed into flat, uniform burger patties. To make them look even more realistic, each patty is branded with perfect grill marks, straight, even identical, as if it just came off a hot iron grill. Finally, they're packed, boxed, and shipped to restaurants everywhere. Add some lettuce, sauce, and ketchup, and it lands right on your dinner plate. So if one day the meat you're eating looks the same, tastes the same, but isn't really meat anymore, would you still eat it?
Hey, and for that last one too, I don't know why they kept calling us millennials, but I do know they didn't want us to say Generation Y because we asked the questions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Say, oh, Dennis back in the building. All right, see Dennis.
This might be the smartest businessman on the planet. He turned a pile of unwanted animal bones into a business worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
I didn't want to play the same.
Y'all ready to talk? I'm ready to talk. Listen, let's wrap this up in a nutshell. Number one, the U.S. is experiencing a $26 billion surplus. That's the largest surplus we've had in over 20 years. Okay, we just came back from a $319 billion deficit. And I had someone to tell me that the reason we're in a $26 billion surplus was because of the things that Biden put in place. God damn, it took 4.5 years for it to come to fruition. Every source I've read said it's directly correlated to the tariffs that everybody was freaking out about and saying it was going to crash the economy. You know, the reciprocal tariffs where Trump said, okay, if we're paying you tariffs, you need to pay us tariffs. Well, that's a result of that. Also, the Obama hoax with Russia. Tulsi Gabbard got concrete evidence, and she said it's time for everybody to pay. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Y'all put all them bogus charges on Donald J. Trump. He said he finna put some real charges on y'all ass. All right, every dog got their day, and the tables, they always turn. Also, did y'all see that about where Obama said that every little boy needs a gay man in his life to offer different perspective from his father? If children have gay people in their life, that's great. If they just so happen to be gay and they're a person, great. But to say that every little boy needs a gay man to offer a different perspective, that is just kind of weird. I thought that's what moms were for, to teach them empathy and be the nurturers. But hey, who are me? What do I know? Also, Donald Junquavius is suing the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion. Well, they put out a story saying that he wrote a letter to Jeffrey Epstein and drew a vulgar picture on it. And Trump saw the story and said, I didn't do that. And I need for you to retract that story. I've never done that. They said, we going to stand 10 toes down on the story. So now Donald Trump said, I'm finna stand 10 billion down. Pay me my money, ho. Keep my name out your mouth. And if you going to put my name in your mouth, then at least make it true. I'm guessing to all these news outlets who just want to put out bogus stories about the president, watch your mouth, save your teeth, and pat your pockets, because he coming for your ass. I don't blame him one bit. Anyway, God bless America, God bless Donald Junquavius, and God bless y'all too, and I will talk to y'all on the next one. Love y'all.
Hey, we gotta give it up for DJ, you know what I'm saying? Junquavius getting it done. I don't know about the motherfuckers in the shit before him, but they was fucking it up. Let's be honest. I don't think nobody should be in that a little boy's life if you ain't his daddy, or trying to be the stepdaddy, whatever we want to be. Yo, what up, Jen? Got Jen in the building. Must have been just getting off of work, snowing like motherfucker over here. Damn, it's white in the moon. Hell yeah, it's white. It's a white one. Let's get it though.
Can I ask what you're doing?
What's that?
What are you doing?
I was taking some video.
I don't want to be videoed.
You're already on it.
I don't want to be on it.
You don't have that choice.
Why?
You're out in public, man.
I'm in a post office. Are they aware you're doing this?
I don't know if they're aware or not. But you are in public. They're closed, ma'am.
Excuse me, can I talk to the postmaster? Okay, these people are filming me and they won't stop. I really don't. I really don't.
Well, hey man, you're not allowed to. That's battery. That's battery. That's battery.
No, she's skinny.
She's
about
skinnier.
5'11".
Maybe 5'11".
Blonde hair, curled up in a bun.
She's got blonde hair that's in a bun. And you know what she was wearing? Yeah, she's wearing
white jacket.
She's leaving the scene right now. She's wearing a white cardigan. Maybe. I think after we told her to please it. Yeah, looks like she parked the car.
Stay here, stay here. People gotta stop committing battery, man. Dude.
Sheriff just called it.
Hey, let them talk. You gonna explain that you batteried 2 people on camera? She's gonna try to lie right now, but we got it all on 3 cameras.
Grabbed my phone and tried to steal it.
She tried to. They didn't come for you. They came for me to protect us.
They've been filming me inside, outside.
No, we filmed you in one position and you attacked us. We didn't go anywhere inside or outside. I'm pressing charges for battery. All right, well, let me get one person out. That's fine. She could talk first.
I spent London interviewing me in the post office. It's a federal building. I don't think they should be. They fixed the stuff, so I tried to take their phones, and now they're.
They tried to take your phone.
I tried to fix their phones. They wouldn't.
No, you tried to take them. You scratched the shit out of my hand in the process.
I thought you said I could talk
All
to
right,
you first.
that's fine.
I didn't touch them. I pushed the phone aside so it wouldn't.
Okay, so can you show me where we're at?
Like what I did?
Yeah, just demonstrate.
Right now?
No, like with your hand.
Oh, I just pushed the phone so that it wasn't.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it on camera, thank God.
I'm gonna try and buy it.
I asked them to please subject. As you can see, I push around my phone.
So just so you know, that there are about 2 boys that they're out here doing that. This might be yeah.
So record with you.
Any property that's like, they're like say within.
I actually know this sheriff.
And
all right, guys.
Say,
mind if I just talk to you guys one by one? Trying to figure out what's going on.
That's fine, but we got it all on video too. So
okay, cool. So we'll give you a statement, and then if you want, show me the video.
That's
so
fine.
I'll talk to you, man. Come on over here.
And we're gonna both press charges. Oh, no, hold on. Hold on. He'll ID once we know that charges are going to be pressed.
Well, that's why I got to figure out what's going on first.
All right. Well, once you guys decide to press charges, because that's what we want to do, then we'll identify.
That, but I need to get your information. So I can
you don't have to do that first. That's actually incorrect. So if you want to call the supervisor, we're down to have that conversation.
So it cuts down. So do you guys have any identification so I can take your info down?
We do. Once you guys decide that you're pressing charges based on the video.
What do you guys have press charges if you guys want?
I want to press. After she assaulted, she battered, bro. So look at my fucking finger. She grabbed everything and tried to take my camera out of its case, and and she's claiming, oh, I just put no. She grabbed and tried to steal my camera.
Why don't you kind of tell me what's going
So
on?
was it on the full thing or was that
Remember, we have it all on film.
It was on the bowl.
That's not what happened.
Standing in the pole. The phone is about one of the pole. Got it. You have your ID? Yeah, I'll walk with you. You can talk to my partner in a second.
No, it's fine. I'm pressing charges for sure. That's 2 cases of battery right there. On camera.
No, she did scratch them.
Okay. And then you don't have any video of any of that?
I do have video.
Oh, you mind if I take a look?
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta remember, you have the right to record in public. You know what I'm saying? If it's a public access, public easement, you have the right to record. You know what I'm saying? There's no privacy in public. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have houses and domains where people can't come in, or private corporations where you can't film. You know what I'm saying? Was that California? It probably was. Shit, I like watching them videos because it shows that we still have rights. Like people who carry their guns around and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the 4th Amendment. You know what I'm saying? Have a right to bear arms. It's like if you don't use your rights, they'll take them from you. Especially if you don't know what they are. You know what I'm saying? They'll use them against you. Shit, you'll lose that shit in court. Fuck.
So Kai Cenat is Diddy's son. Because at this point, that's what everybody is saying every chance they get. So they had the Streamer Awards tonight, and the person who was hosting it decided it would be funny to say that Kai was on a 50 Cent documentary about P. Diddy. This broad really said, that was you on the show, right? And not only that, she tried to play with his Streamer University too, saying it was the most uneducated university ever. Look at this shit.
Haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
So on a biggest stage, she decided to make those comments, knowing everybody is watching it and knowing how everybody feel about the Kai and Diddy shit. He better than me because I would have been like, Hope, let me see that mic real quick. I'd have definitely told her about herself, and I don't even know who Shorty is. But he ain't tripping too much because you see he racked up his awards. But I don't know, y'all. At this point, this man might as well go get a DNA test or show your real pop.
Hey man, I've been saying this shit for the longest. I don't know how long, man, but I've been like, damn, why the fuck this nigga look like Diddy? And then his persona and shit. I know he ain't Diddy. I know he ain't Diddy. But he do hang around with Diddy's friends and all the people that was at the Diddy parties. And it's kind of hard to say that you ain't embodying Diddy's spirit, bro. I'm just saying. Like, bro, I feel it. Like, something about you come off as like, you need it. You want it. You like it. And you gonna have it. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. But either way, he gonna get that butt. Okay? Okay. That's what he give. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, he kids still. You know what I'm saying? What he got, like 23, 26? I don't know. He kids still. But you shouldn't be playing around with kids, man. Except that little 16-year-old kid gonna get you fucked up. And then the buddies you got around you, I give it to you, bro. They defending you. I like it. I like that in them. That's how posse's supposed to roll. But nigga, learn what to say before you say it. Don't just say shit just because you think it's the right thing to say. Like, oh girl, Fan, she didn't need that bad. She didn't do that bad, but she could have did better with a joke. I'm like, dude, I see 50 Cent made a documentary about your dad. You know what I'm saying? You ever going to get child support for that nigga? Like, come on, man. Nigga should owe you money. Shit. You know, that nigga owe you money. But at the same time, shit, it is what it is. Shit, if he knew better, he'd do better. Shit. Hey, he would be Diddy Combs. It'll be Kai Cenat Combs. Them sleepovers, he be having facts, bro. Facts. I told you, man, he be having to. I'm not saying shit else. I'm still trying to get my views shit up on Kick, Twitch and YouTube. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You did good. You did good, Kai. You did good. I just need to see you do a lot more positive than negative, and I can't see the negatives is outweighing the positives, bro. You got to do better. That's all I'm saying.
We use magic all day, like I said. You're using magic all day, or magic is being used on you. When you speaking your words all day, that's magic. That's all magic. Now you either it's gonna be dark magic, or light magic. If you're saying a bunch of negative shit out your mouth, knowing that you are the grand architect, you are the anomaly, you are the master mason, you are the master magician, you are the creator, you are the alpha and omega of all creation. So if you use your words to say negative things, that's light magic. And that's what you're going to produce. Negative results. You the master magician, you the ancient one. And if you use your words, your esophagus, remember, it's passing through this organ. So don't think of words, it's this organ you're using, this organ called the esophagus. And they'll never tell you this in no book. They'll never put this shit in no book. They ain't gonna tell you that. Why your words are even impactful? Because your esophagus, which is connected to your heart chakra, which is connected to your solar chakra. Okay? So if you use your words, because your words come from your soul, your intent comes from the soul. It comes from the soul and works its way up to the heart chakra. And the heart chakra is connected directly to the esophagus. And each chakra is what? Many magnets that rotate. Plus you have a huge magnet called your soul, which sits behind your solar plexus. All right? So think of like a little gear in front and a big ass gear behind that. But these magnets though.
That's why they call it the solar plex. You know what I'm saying? Shit, solar plex. That's where we speak from. We use our solar plex. You know what I'm saying? Gotta talk. But shit, free to God, y'all. You need to be freed ASAP. So it was 86 today, Angela. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude, it was like 30 something over here. It's cold as fuck. Yeah, I do like that the likes is matched, and I like that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, it went back down. It's all right though. We're gonna keep moving.
People are saying you married your brother for citizenship purposes, but are
Ilhan fled Somalia because her father was a colonel that committed genocide against 200,000 Somalis, known as the Isaac Genocide. She is not a refugee. Her family fled their country to avoid prosecution.
Disgraceful. Say it with your chest, little nigga. Exactly, man. You gotta put some soul into that shit, man. Some bass in your chest. Say, yup, but it's gonna be colder soon till about April. Ain't it supposed to be like storming in Cali, Angela? I heard it's gonna be flooding over there soon. The fuck? Said that's why she fighting to stay here. Yeah, exactly. She don't want to go back to where she came from because she knows she ain't supposed to be here or there. She going to hell. Handbasket. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we all going to hell if we don't change our ways, really. But hey, let's keep moving.
So, folks, what might be the biggest screw you ever in economic history has happened over the last month. So far, China, in its shipping vessels over the last month, has sent over 200,000 empty shipping containers to the United States. Folks, I'd love to know what you think on this story. It came from Global Press. My name is Nick. Feel free to give me a follow.
So you guys is playing dirty now, huh? You know, that's why we fuck with Japan. You know, after they bombed Pearl Harbor, they all buddy-buddy with us. You know what I'm saying? They're right there. Shit, I was hop, skip, jump from Hawaii. You know what I mean? So how you got our Texas weather? Give it back. It's cold in Texas right now. All right. Hey, that's a real talk too, though. But
California is supposed to get trillions of gallons of water fall from the sky, another atmospheric river. I told you all, if the ground is softened up enough from enough water, what's going to happen? Well, let's talk about it. If you follow me, you know what you're looking at, all right? You know what this is, you know who this is. You know that these dots are earthquakes, and this is the side where she feeds, all right? Running around to the neck. Let's check out the other earthquakes. Well, would you look at there? Hold on, let's make it a little smaller for you here. All right. So, right up the body, where I told you it goes. All right. Look at it, California. Belly of the beast. I told you guys what that is. California is supposed to get trillions of gallons. TikTok, what's going on in Alaska? Just yesterday, I showed you a 7.0 earthquake. Do y'all know that it's been about 100 more earthquakes in that general area? And guess what they gonna tell us it is? Tremors, aftershocks. And they expect us to believe that. But hey, come here. Let's talk about it. So the day before that 7.0 earthquake, there were only about 32 earthquakes worldwide. It's been a day and a half. Guess how many earthquakes they've had since? Right now, you guys, it's showing that 157 earthquakes of 2.5 or better in the past day. I wonder where all of those earthquakes are happening at. So the most recent...
That's crazy. I want to know why y'all have so many earthquakes. Nah, I know why, man. That motherfucking beast waking up. Shit. They about to start feeding that thing. Five thing. Fuck it. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Try to crack that firmament. They don't want to unleash shit. I don't want them to unleash the shit. That's what the Milky Way is. Cracking the firmament shit. That was the first time they fucked us up. You know what I mean? Shake, baby, shake. It's all good. That means that we live rent free on YouTube. Head to watch our comments. Hey, for real, for real. But they need to like my video too, them sons of bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Batman is a person. Mostly every other fucking superhero is an actual person. Captain Planet ain't no person. He's a spirit. He's not even a spirit. He's an elemental being. He's an elemental warrior. So he's the closest thing to describe what he's supposed to be is like a spirit that has incarnated into a physical form because he was summoned through energies, through the elements. This is why you and I are supposed to master the elements. Because when you master each and single element, every single element, which takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of ashe and willpower. This is why when you first come into this inception as a baby, you're supposed to be working on your powers, working on your divine spiritual gifts. We all have them. You come here with these spiritual gifts. You're supposed to be working on them, but you never get a chance to work on them. That's so they put you in school. Because guess what? If you work on your elemental gifts, you're going to master water, fire, whichever one is your natural elemental gift. Then the next step is to master the rest of the elemental gifts and work hand in hand with them. Once you get that down pat, now the next step, now you can start tapping into some of these forces that exist.
See, I'm a master of all elements. That's why I smoke weed. It's earth, wind, and fire. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta drink water, so it is what it is. But you gotta master all the elements. You know what I'm saying?
Batman
Don't get a little bit of love in it.
Mostly every other fucking superhero is an Batman is a person. Mostly every other fucking superhero is an actual person. Captain Planet ain't no person. He's a spirit. He's not even a
Yeah. Keep that elemental. So I think mine is earth because of Taurus. Yeah, no, you're earth sign too. See, but me, I'm a cardinal sign and I have all elements in mine except for like the air is like 10%. So everything else is good. Instead of like 25, 25, 25 though, which I would have preferred, it's 30, 30, and 10. Or 30, 30, 30, and 10. So I'm master of all elements, really. It's like, I just haven't mastered the air yet. You know what I mean? Yeah, Superman isn't a person either. Yeah, exactly. It's Kryptonian. Mm-hmm. Hey, let's keep moving.
So Oda paid homage to Johnny Depp in the character of Jack Sparrow in the form of One Piece. Oh boy. Let's theorize for a second. This is a man marked by flames hint. If you remember, the man marked by flames is said to ride upon a pitch black ship. Jack Sparrow is in fact the captain of a pitch black ship with black sails, and that is the Black Pearl. It is also even stated that the captain of the Black Pearl is someone that hell itself spat out, which is in fact a reference to the plotline of the first movie with Captain Barbossa taking over the Black Pearl and committing mutiny against Captain Jack Sparrow. You see, these two are representation of just Joy Boy and Davy Jones. And with keeping in mind the idea that the man marked by flames is someone who was able to travel down to the bottom of the sea and take the Fishman Island road poneglyph. He's got the last one, but also he has the ability to create giant whirlpools when you get near and next to his ship. Lafitte hints the fact that he may very well have a fruit power, and it might be a fucking water logia. And it's also how he would have possibly stolen that road poneglyph from Fishman Island without ship coding. And what's insanely big about Jack Sparrow being this giant man marked by flames is because I believe the man marked by flames to be someone who journeyed through the underworld and essentially was able to escape it. And they're marked by the flames of hell. That's why their ship is black. Their ship is marked by the flames of hell. Again, another reference to what they state the captain of the Black Pearl to be, someone who was spat out by hell itself. But this would also encompass the idea that the man marked by flames himself can go to and from the abyss. And that is the reason he is the one that holds the last poneglyph, because it is the poneglyph that will show you the right pathway through the abyss to get to the One Piece. Something else very interesting also is when the man marked by flames was first mentioned, kids heard of him, Luffy doesn't know anything. But the third captain, he don't say shit. This is a situation of two lies and a truth. Two of these people don't know fucking anything, and one of them knows something. And it's the one who didn't say a damn thing. It's Law. And I believe the hint specifically comes from his name, Trafalgar Water D. Law. Water Law. The world is currently under water law. But also, if the man marked by flames were to have a water devil fruit, that would be an insane connection. And if you think about it, with the man marked by flames having the last poneglyph and preventing anyone from getting it, he is the one that is keeping this water law imposed, technically. Law knows something. He probably knows exactly who the man marked by flames is and just how you have to meet him. And I am going to get into that, but I'm not done yet, because this all takes me over to good old Blackbeard. This is the biggest thing, or one of the biggest hints they gave about the man marked by flames. Jet black ship, and he has a whirlpool-like ability. Blackbeard has the same thing with the Yami Yami no Mi. And the connection would be those who sink down to the sea with their devil fruit abilities, they don't have them anymore. Well, they still have them, but they can't use them. They've lost all their energy and stamina. It's like the same thing when Blackbeard touches you, and it's also funny that he uses his powers in this whirlpool-like state to sink you down, essentially into the abyss. And what's funny is the Greek word for the deepest, darkest part of the ocean is abyssos. But it doesn't end with Blackbeard, because he's not the only one with this whirlpool-like power. Caribou. He uses his powers the exact same way, and it's a swamp-like ability. It's also involved with water, technically. See, Caribou was sitting there talking about the fact that there is a certain someone he's in contact and that he is talking to, aside from Blackbeard. I think it's the man marked by flames. And Caribou's job will be to lead Blackbeard to the man marked by flames in the final poneglyph. See, the true duality of the story is the sun and the moon, Luffy representing that sun and Blackbeard representing that moon, but also the ruler of the day and the ruler of the night. One that travels through the overworld and one that travels through the abyss, the underworld. And it's a symbolization of the moon reflecting the sun's light, even in the darkness. The whole ideal and reason the sun even comes back, especially during this long, cold days of winter, is because of the reindeer, the deer that pulls their sleigh. And this is why Chopper and Luffy are so intertwined. It's a symbolization of the sun bringing back the dawn and the forest being recreated and flourishing and living beautifully. And this is why Chopper is very implicated to having the same power set just like Luffy. I mean, he just ran on air recently. But keep in mind, the sun is led by a reindeer. This is an important aspect from mythology, that every god has some type of mount, and the sun gods is a reindeer in our story. But for the moon god specifically, it's a caribou. Good old caribou. Now check this out. Chopper quite literally just got called Pluto's caribou, as in hell's reindeer. Or essentially a symbolization of the deer or caribou that pulls the ship or sleigh. For the sun god, it'd be a sleigh as a representation of like Christmas. For the moon god, we can say it'd be like a ship. Specifically, Pluton, which tells you what Blackbeard's about to go do. Steal that motherfucker. But hey, as always, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in our next video.
That's a good question. Where did Boogie go? You still here, Boogie? You still in the bed? Hopefully you is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get with this damn One Piece, man.
So Oda paid homage to Johnny Depp in the character of Jack Sparrow in the form of
Yeah, you just part of the Fire Nation shoes. That's all I'm saying. Earth Tribe was standing off the Fire Nation. You know what I'm saying? The Earth Tribe probably like the only one that's still around. But the Fire Nation is strong. And Pluto is a good term for hell now. I did not know that Pluto was hell. Okay, let's go though.
Oh, Morgan.
When Larry said, "You my nigga," did you see the president pump his chest? And then Al Sharpton came out and still attacked Larry. I thought the president was your friend, nigga. Huh? Tell me, I can yell at you. Who the fuck is you with me to yell at? I yell at one of the most powerful motherfuckers in the world. I'll take on the motherfucking CIA, nigga. Huh? And you gonna tell me some shit like that? I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to answer it. Okay? You don't even know what happened in Barbershop 1, do you? When that ignorant motherfucker said King ain't nothing but a punk, and Rosa Parks didn't do nothing, she just too fat to move her big black ass, and I said if you said that about Queen Elizabeth, the motherfucker be dead, but you motherfucker gonna go see 2 and 3. That's where you are, okay? The people I talk to know who I am. They wouldn't even ask me a question like that. I didn't have to ask her. I know how this bitch think, man. She think like the typical nigga. You can go to war. I just told you. If I was in war, they wouldn't ask me. Ask that bitch what she think. Huh? Huh? Fuck them children. Huh? When that motherfucker come and take you, it don't ask you about your fucking family. Huh? So why, when I'm trying to liberate niggas, I got to ask about mine? That's all I'm saying. And fuck y'all, you don't have to understand me. I know me. I know how silly. I know the nigga shit I've done for white folks.
Boogie. You funny as fuck.
When Larry said, "You my nigga," did you see the president pump his chest?
Hey, that's all you need to know. When a nigga say you my nigga, I got you, bro. You my dog too. You know what I'm saying? With my heart, dog. You my heart, dog. That's that DMX shit. Thought you was my dog. You was in my left titty. Scream Roddy die. I thought you would die with me. That's how I need. I don't want to find out you a bitch. You won't ride with me. Once I find that out, man, I can't even side with you. I don't even know why you trying to be on the side with me. Shit. You an enemy. I don't need enemies that close. That's a friend of me. You know what I mean? But I like to cut my grass. I keep my shit trimmed. Only thing I smoke good weed when I'm in. You know what I mean? Boogie over there getting it though. Hang out, brother. You good? Kick the bubbles.
Years later, the Negro is still languishing in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. Now, have you ever wondered what that passage meant from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech? I did, and what I found was one of the biggest secrets that's not really a secret at all, except to many African Americans, is they are not descended from Africans. I know, I was shocked too, so much so that I asked Africans, and they agreed African Americans weren't Africans. If you don't believe me, Google Arnaldus Montanus America and see the people he saw in 1671. Read books like The Black American Handbook for Survival through the 21st Century by Radine Amin-Ra, What Every African American Should Know by Carrie Davis, and Africans and Native Americans by Jack Forbes. I just can't believe schools aren't teaching this stuff. What a travesty.
Well, the only reason why schools ain't teaching is because it's written by the Maxwells. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for Jeslene's dad, we'd probably have better grammar and books. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be doing fucking Chinese arithmetics and shit like how them niggas is doing. Smart education, putting fucking computers together and shit. Nah, they fucked us. We grew up on MTV, Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy. We had cartoons that fucked up our minds. We didn't know was fucking us up because shit that we saw we thought was normal. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing normal about it. Nothing at all. This shit was just getting crazier by the minute. But I didn't know. I thought the FCC was doing its job. FCC wasn't doing no job to protect me. You know what they did? They was keeping nipples and shit off the TV. Making sure motherfuckers wasn't cussing and shit. Motherfucking shit just fucked up now. I shouldn't be cussing as much, but you know, it's crazy.
How many more times are you gonna give me fake medication that makes me fat off of a misdiagnosis when I really have slight signs of autism from the car accident? But then y'all gave me, you said whatever, just give them that bipolar medication. Y'all try to kill the superheroes, but we here, we alive. You take back in.
Y'all gotta understand where Ye coming from, man. You know what I'm saying? Car accident almost took his life. That's why he gave us through the wire. You know what I'm saying? To hold us in the wall. Giving us that light. Carry us through the dawn. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if y'all ain't ready for the dawn, you ain't coming to this next world with us. That's what D means. Dawn. The bright early dawn, y'all. You trying to get that first light. Every first light. It says, ye leave the dental gas alone, bro. Hey, for real, he needs to leave that fucking nitrous oxide alone, man. That shit ain't doing nothing for him but killing brain cells. You trying to kill the superhero. We trying to let the motherfucker live. You know what I'm saying? Like, DMT, my nigga. DMT. How about that? Try that shit. It's better for you. You still get the ohms and all that shit. The wom, wom, wom. You get all that shit on DMT, bro. Shit is amazing. I advocate for this shit.
Holy cow, guys, because what just detonated inside of Minneapolis, this is not a local story anymore. This is national. This is historic. And after what we're witnessing right now, this could become the biggest political confrontation of Donald Trump's presidency and the largest welfare fraud takedown in modern American history. Now, tonight, Minneapolis is not just under federal investigation. This is an open revolt. Federal agents are sweeping the city. ICE teams are targeting what investigators now believe is this billion-dollar Somali-linked fraud network that siphoned taxpayer money for years. And just as President Trump's fraud police moved in, city leaders tried to block them, literally issuing orders to keep federal agents off public property. A sitting American city refusing to cooperate with federal law enforcement. Meanwhile, the numbers climb into the billions. This ain't politics. This is a collision course, guys. And then Stephen Miller stepped in. And when he called this the greatest theft of taxpayer dollars ever recorded, the political earthquake reached Washington. Files are being pulled, visas are being reviewed, arrests are already happening, not just in Minnesota, but across the country, all 50 states. This is judgment day for an entire system that rotted from the inside out. And tonight, Minneapolis is fighting back against the president of the United States. You can't even make this stuff up, guys. Stick with me, guys, because what comes next, this is going to shock you. Hit the like button and subscribe. I really appreciate your support here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment Trump signed his new federal fraud directive, the political map of the United States shifted instantly. And at the very center of that map, Minneapolis. Why? Because every federal agency working these cases, from DHS to HSI to Treasury, they kept circling back to the same city, the same programs, the same networks, and the same billion-dollar black hole that Stephen Miller now calls the greatest theft of taxpayer dollars ever recorded. Now, this wasn't random. This wasn't partisan. This was the math, guys. The numbers coming out of Minnesota, they were so large. They were so impossible. They were so structurally engineered that investigators concluded that the fraud wasn't accidental. It was clearly systemic. And so when they traced the pipelines, the daycares, the meal programs, medical billing, visa chains, they all converged on one epicenter where oversight had collapsed. This is why President Trump targeted Minnesota first, not because it was political, but because it was ground zero. And so to understand how Minnesota became the epicenter of the largest welfare fraud scandal in modern history, you got to understand the scale of what investigators uncovered. So if we start with Feeding Our Future, this is the now infamous program where taxpayer dollars meant to feed children, they were routed through these shell kitchens, fake nonprofits, and restaurants that were later tied to these political events. Well, then you layer on the daycare schemes, the facilities facilities billing the state for children who never showed up, hours that were never worked, services that were never delivered, and then finally, the Medicaid angle. That's right, medical providers fabricating visit logs, billing for home care tours that never happened, and manipulating reimbursement codes like a printing press. For years, federal analysts say that these schemes, they operated undisturbed. State leadership brushed off red flags, oversight was practically non-existent, and before the fraud networks overlapped politically and socially, nobody pulled the brakes. Now, this wasn't one scandal. This was clearly an ecosystem. So as investigators started connecting the dots, Trump didn't wait. Trump said enough is enough. He launched a multi-agency federal strike force, quickly named the Fraud Police, and the moment that they hit Minneapolis, something changed. ICE teams started moving fast, targeting individuals. DHS confirmed that they had entered the country illegally or had exploited visa loopholes. 15 arrests in the first sweep. Come on. 5 confirmed Somali nationals, and according to DHS insiders, that was just the opening volley. What shocked people most wasn't even the arrest, it was the intelligence behind them. Now, these weren't some random pickups. Agents were working off files, off patterns, off of data that had been ignored for years. And as Trump's task force cross-checked visa records, welfare payments, and identity documents,
as they actually did their job, man, you know how much this shit fucks us up? Like, that shit right there makes it, that's why we have so many homeless people. Because they're taken from the homeless. I feel like that should be a crime. Not to provide welfare for the homeless. That should be a crime. Everybody should eat. Everybody needs to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the shit. People working. The shit's working. It ain't not working. Even when they stop the government, the shit's still working. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. If you can't make that make sense, what the fuck else? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jen, you still in here? Dennis. Jen, nobody's talking. What's up? Y'all still here? Just checking, you know? Bookie over here entertaining people. So we can't really shout out on him too much, you know what I'm saying? He said he must be, hey, you better stop doing that shit. He said, don't do it. Reconsider. Resubmit it. Hey, you sure on the subject? If you sure, fuck it. You know we got your back like chiropractic. But if that trick do you dirty, you know we'll wipe her ass out like it is in the detergent. So, Pimp, go ahead and hurry to the altar. Hey, but Pimp, just don't forget what we taught you. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Play your part 3 stacks. Just play your part. Hey, Dennis said he's always here. Yeah, Dennis be getting that money. I wish I had some money right now, man. Motherfucking, I ain't got no weed, but it's alright. I've been smoking these roaches. You know the struggle. Struggle real. When you hungry, that's how you hustle. That's why we doing this shit right now off the muscle. So let's get it.
So, I still would have been a part of the fucking circus, bro.
What is the circus?
I mean, along with the act.
Break it down, cause okay. You got into that, yeah.
Alright, let me just tell you. The circus. Only looking up shit that's on Instagram that they feed to you. Mm-hmm. That's the circus. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, oh, Black history, you learn something about Black history, and it's like, oh, I'm about to look this up now. That's the Matrix. Instead of you going and looking up like, all right, if I'm into cameras, I want to know who made Sony, and I want to know how did he make his money, and who was his family, and what school did he go to, and what was his interest in making camera, what triggered him to make that camera, instead of you seeing it online like, oh, a Black man made a camera.
They gave him a big ass deal with Adidas, $1 million for $1 million per year. They made him switch his number to number 1 because they was telling him he was gonna be the one because they thought he was gonna stay on their side and rock with them. The elites, I'm talking about D Rose, they sent him to the Chicago Bulls because the elites worship the bull. Actually, they even worship the bull phallus. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Damn. I don't know why I just thought about that right now. The movie Him with Damon Wayans. Same shit. Had the bull and everything. It's crazy. I always liked D Rose too, man. Said he wasn't about nothing but playing the game. He loves his he poured his heart, soul. Injured. He poured his foot into that shit. You know what I'm saying? ACLs, fucking ankle. But this is the thing with D Rose. Let's say like this. The dude had the moves, but his body couldn't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude had the vision. The muscles wasn't there for the body to compensate. Like, he rolled his shit so much. But the dude was doing the best shit in the game because he was trying to be number one. He wanted that MJ number. But hey, that's Chicago legends right there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the best. You gotta beat the best.
Vibrate so high that certain people can't even be around you because your energy is so strong. Vibrate so high that anybody that's wishing to do evil upon you, it shall be revealed. Vibrate so high that any evil entity feels uncomfortable in your presence. Vibrate so high that strangers come up to you and compliment you. Vibrate so high that people want to be around you because you actually heal them. Vibrate so high that anybody that wish to do harm towards you shall perish. Vibrate so high that anybody that has evil intentions shall get revealed. Vibrate so high that you heal the earth. Vibrate so high that you heal your community. Vibrate so high that you heal the world. Vibrate high.
Hey, that's what it's about. That's what it's about, y'all. We trying to vibrate high so we can get this shit off the ground, y'all. Whatever we trying to get into, you gotta put your all. That intent is everything. Without intent, there's no real willpower to make it succeed. You know what I'm saying? Your intentions is everything that you need. That's why you don't fuck with the Ouija board. Bad intentions only.
Oh, I think I know whose head Africa is. Boy, this shit just got crazy. And I can't believe I didn't connect these dots before. Esoteric. Thank you, my brother. You just connected some dots for... I know whose head Africa is. The titan that it belonged to. Now, let's talk about it. Turn your Bibles to 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 49. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slang it and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. Holy shit. Oh my God. Y'all. Watch. Now, for those of you that know, I pointed out that Africa was the skull of a titan. And I am now corrected. Africa is the skull of...
Hey, why that titan look like it had a horn? That motherfucker looked like Kaiju number 8. Huh? Anybody else see that? That nigga had a literal devil horn. And that nigga head shaped like mine too. Fuck. That's fucked up. I'm gonna keep it moving. Keep it moving, y'all. Bless.
I think I know whose head Africa is.
If you look younger than your age, this is what it means. It's not about your skin. It's about your spirit. Psychology says people who appear younger often carry something deeper, a resilience of heart, and a lightness of being that time can't take. You've been through storms, but you didn't let them make you bitter. You've cried in silence, but you still find reasons to smile in that quiet strength chosen ones radiate. Because looking younger isn't about awarding years, it's about how you live them. You chose peace over drama, growth over grudges, healing over harm, and the body reflects the soul it carries. Studies in psychology link youthful appearances to lower stress levels, emotional intelligence, and a deep ability to let go of what no longer serves you. So you learn how to protect your energy, to walk away without resentment, how to speak with kindness even when it hurts, and that inner calm chosen one softens your face. So maybe you laugh more than most, or maybe you dream like someone much younger, or maybe you never simply gave up on joy, even when life gave you every reason to. Because understand this, chosen one, the real you isn't measured in years. It's written in how you love, how you forgive, how you start over. The moral of the story is, if people tell you you don't look your age, don't just say thank you.
Hey, I don't mind when they stare. If anything, I feel like if they feel like they see a God man in the person, I would probably give them something to live for. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you gotta give them something. It's like, thank you. I like when people be like, man, you do a good job. I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this shit for like 20 years, man. They're like, dang, you don't seem like that old. I'm like, I'm only 40. Oh, I thought you were 30. I'm like, yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, man. But shit, let's keep it rolling.
Papa Legba, who is the gatekeeper, right? Because you have many different spiritual families. So when you talk about the Orishas, that's just one of the many spiritual families, right? You understand that? That's just one of the many spiritual families. Now, this is very powerful. This ain't nothing to play with. I'm letting you know right now. When you start going to your ancestors and you because you can talk to your ancestors without statues, okay? You're not worshiping a statue. You understand that? Because this is just a statue right here. So you're not worshiping a statue. We give our power to nothing but ourselves. We don't pray to nothing but ourselves, and we praise each other. When you're working with the Orishas per se, because I'm happy to talk about the Orishas, all right? You're working with spiritual deities, okay? Not entities. An entity and a deity is two different things, okay? An entity and a deity is two completely different things. When you're dealing with this part of your ancestors, let's just say the Orishas, you are going to a higher form of spirituality. So like I say, in Africa, in African pantheon, or the Yoruba, to be exact, Yoruba, right? He would be called Papa Legba. Ishwa. Ishwa. But when you come to Cuba and you get to Louisiana,
I think YouTube doesn't like the idea of smacking eyeballs in place. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say right now. That's funny though. Rashad heard you about keeping his shirt on. Yeah, he been keeping it on. But which comment? If it's being deleted, space it out so it can be you know what I'm saying? Like individual type shit.
the element in itself is an entity. The elements are entities.
Yeah, that too. What you said.
If it wasn't for Jesus, niggas would have been ate the white man ass up.
No,
In all honesty, and any nigga like Jesus. That's why they promote Martin over Malcolm. That's why Malcolm had to go and they let Martin outlive so they could go with the peaceful narrative. They used it on the South Africans with Mandela. Any nigga that's screaming peace and let the white man fuck over you, they turn that nigga into a hero in black people's eyes. Nigga, you better not say nothing against Martin Luther King, nigga. He right there with God, nigga. Right there with white Jesus, nigga. Fuck you talking
that
about.
That last speech, though, they said the last speech, the one that got him knocked off, right?
Yeah. Well, what did he say? Man, I fear I led my people in a burning building.
Right.
He was becoming more
like Malcolm.
Yeah.
And they suffocated him in the hospital.
And the crazy part is, Malcolm was becoming more like him. They was gonna meet somewhere in the middle, and that shit was gonna be dangerous.
Well, I'm the middle. This motherfucker keeps shitting on me a little bit. I can feel it on my lip. It's weird. Let's keep moving up. That nigga is real talk. Real talk, though. That nigga was real talk. And whoever it is, I know you'll get the job done. Whoever fucking us up in chats, we gonna figure out who you is. I mean algorithm. You know what I mean?
What up, y'all? It's your boy on Deficit. And as always, I'm gonna fill y'all in what's going on in hip hop today. Yes, we back. So check it out. Rumor on the street is that Diddy is in a lot more trouble. See, all this footage that 50 Cent got is from a videographer that was supposed to be paid by Diddy because Diddy thought he was going to beat the case. But then Diddy didn't beat the case, never paid this guy. So 50 paid the guy and got all the footage. And rumor has it that 50 actually has some footage of Diddy with his lawyer, and there's lawyer tampering going on, witness tampering, my mistake, going on in the video footage. Oh yeah, like talking about we gonna pay for your lawyers, bribe money, this, that, and the third. So if this gets out, Diddy is in a lot more trouble. Like, he not getting out. Now, take this with a grain of salt, as always, because y'all know, even though we've seen a whole lot that these guys should be going down for, especially Diddy, only Diddy's the one on ice right now. Like, no one else is in trouble. What happened to Lucien Grange being in that he never got called to the court case. So, like, let's hope something happens. It looks like 50 is trying to go with the Tupac route instead of all the white parties and the freak offs and all that, because well, politicians was there. They don't want them to get in trouble. Other high officials in the music industry that have big money and ain't trying to go nowhere, like Lucien Grange. So get Diddy with the Tupac situation. Make sure he really ain't going away, so then he really wants to sing to get time off. See what I'm saying? But fingers crossed, y'all. Peace.
50 been playing chess the whole movie. Hey, the whole movie was his fucking king. You know what I'm saying? He tried to protect that motherfucker. That's why he did what he did and how he did it. He made sure that Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? Everything looked like Diddy did it because Diddy made that shit in the first place. So why wouldn't it look like Diddy did it? Because Diddy did some dumb shit and he did too. I better stop saying that shit too. Fucking do. Gotta get some better shit to do. Besides Diddy. Dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
All I have been running all day, got caught up with work, got caught up with running errands. I've been trying to get y'all this tea, but guess what? I got it right here in my hand, and I'm finna give it to you. I am disheveled as Bridget McCrone and shiny as a new penny, but baby, you finna get this tea today. Number one, Trump is pushing for tariff dividends for middle-class Americans. You know what that means? I'll give you an example. I invest in different companies, right? So every month, every quarter, you get money back for what you have invested in these companies. Called a dividend. It's not a loan, nothing like that. It's cash in your hand, in your account, and that's basically what you get back for investing. Well, that's what Trump wants to give the American citizens, basically stemming from the tariffs that everybody thought was a bad idea. But, you know, from the beginning, he said it's going to help the American citizens, right? So now he's proposing that each citizen, each taxpayer gets $600 and each dependent is $600. Good thing about dividends, though, they're recurring. So it's not just a one-time thing. But that's what Donald John Quavius is pushing for the middle-class citizens of America. That man just keep working. All right, next. Rwanda made a deal with the U.S. for us to take 250 migrants. Remember when everybody was up in arms because they were instructed to be angry about the illegal immigration deportation? And then amidst all that, we took in South Africans as refugees, you know, took the migrants in, and everybody was complaining, saying he want to send away the brown people and he welcoming all the white people. Well, you know, I just want you to go look up the citizens of Rwanda and the Rwandan population. So shut up. Next, listen, this is some good tea. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer, he subpoenaed Hillary and Bill Clinton, but they're not the only ones who got subpoenaed. Guess what? Other subpoenas included James Comey, Robert Mueller, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, William Barr, Jeff Sessions, and Alberto Gonzalez, among other people. But I want you to take a guess at what they're being subpoenaed about. Guess. Epstein. Oh, but everybody's talking about, what about Epstein? Well, here it is. It's a process, and we going through it. Next, food stamp regulations. Everyone is so upset because the new food stamp regulations are you cannot use food stamps to purchase junk food. You can't buy sodas, you can't buy candy, you can't buy the little potato chips and all that other stuff. It's actually made for food that's good for you. Well, I'm seeing a lot of complaints saying that regular food is too expensive. Well, let me give you a clue. Let me give you a hint. Baby, go buy you a bag of butter beans, a bag of black-eyed peas, a bag of rice, a bag of pinto beans. Then you go buy you a little 5-pound meal, 5 pounds flour, 5 pounds of sugar. Go get you some buttermilk, and get you a little thing of spaghetti and a pack of ground beef. You can feed a family of 4 for 2 weeks for less than $30. You're welcome. Now here's the good tea. Texas sued the Big Three. For those of you who don't know who the Big Three is, that's the 3 corporations that's running everything around here, okay? Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street. Federal judge ruled that they could actually be sued now. Let me tell you the importance of that, right? Remember I told you that they rule everything? They basically bought coal companies to control the U.S. energy market, and they skyrocketed the energy prices because they also control green energy too. So basically they monopolized the whole thing and shot up the prices. So now a judge ruled that they can actually be sued for that crap now. So remember, midterms are coming up. Choose wisely. They also bought land and jacked up the prices. So for those of you who are wondering, why is it that a house that was $350,000 6 years ago now sells at $1.5 and $1.7 million? There you go. The Big Three did it. And a Texas federal judge ruled that they can be sued now for all the fuckery they've been doing around here in these United States. Anyway, I'm going to catch y'all up on the next one because things about to start changing around here. So God bless America. God bless Donald John Quavius Trump. And God bless y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, okay? Love y'all. Bye.
I'm just say this once. I didn't vote for the man, but I voted for the man. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted that nigga to win because I knew that they was fucking with her too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga knows something that y'all don't want us to know. I want to know what he know. He gonna tell us. Believe me, he will. I could tell. See it in his eyes. It's not like Obama. Obama didn't want to tell us he was in the closet. He didn't want to tell us about that shit. He didn't want to tell us about. Well, he told us about Michael, but he didn't want to tell us. He just made little. Michael said this. Yeah, little snide remarks and shit. But we know. We know. She right. My wife asked me to make dinner one night when she was grabbing our oldest from college, and I whipped up some baked chicken, some corned beans, and mashed potatoes, all that from home. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's real talk.
All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
50 Cent put out this Diddy doc, and Marlon was asked about this Diddy doc on, what is this, 92.3, okay, in LA. And they asked him, did he watch it? And he said he was Diddy'd out. Let that, pretty much saying, yo, that man is already doing time. And he said, 50 Cent got to be careful because, you know, he gonna get his karma. Something to that effect. What you got to say about that?
F you, the boat you ride on, anybody look like you got your last name and rolled on that boat with you. You feel me?
Correct.
I'm picking a side, bro. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking a side. I'm not giving no dude, you understand, that I'm against a chance to ever do anything against me again. I'm not giving him, he don't got no side, bro. You know, anybody on his side is against me.
Understood.
And I'm going on that premises for the rest of my life. If you like a nigga that I hate, nigga, I hate you.
I mean, that's playing the fence. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows that if you own the fence, just because you own the fence don't mean you ain't already chose a side. Okay? Okay. All right, dig it. Jesus is the good. Well, no, I put that in better perspective. Christ is king, meaning he is good. Devil is bad. Okay, the devil made the fence and he made bad. He made the fence so that if you don't feel like you want to be in it, oh, you in it, but you just don't think you in it. You know what I'm saying? And God knows this. And the chosens are the ones who show people. The fence ain't on the good side at all. Just because you standing by and be a bystander don't mean that you ain't seen what the hell going on. You could have intervened at any point in time. But the thing is this, you played the fence. You wanted to watch. Watching is a participation. And it's neglect at that. So, hey.
Oh, snap. Ilhan Omar, cover your ears because Trump just went off on you.
I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, does nothing but bitch. She's always complaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president did a rally. It was like 2024 all over again in Pennsylvania. And he went off on Ilhan Omar. Her reaction on X is just a meltdown. She's crying about this. But he went off. The crowd loved it. This is the full clip right here.
Do we have any individuals from Somalia in the group? Please raise your hand. That's for Minnesota, you know. That's called the Great Big Minnesota Scam with one of the dumbest governors ever in history. I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, does nothing but bitch. She's always complaining. She comes from a country where, I mean, it's considered about the worst country in the world, right? They have no military, they have no nothing, they have no parliament. They don't know what the hell the word parliament means. They have nothing, they have no police. They police themselves, they kill each other all the time. I love her. She comes to our country, and she's always complaining about, the Constitution allows me to do this. We ought to get her the hell out. She married her brother in order to get in, right? She married her brother. Can you imagine if Donald Trump married his sister? Beautiful. She's a beautiful person. If I married my sister to get my citizenship, do you think I'd last for about 2 hours, or would it be something less than that? She married her brother to get in. Therefore, she's here illegally. She should get the hell out. Throw her the hell out. She does nothing but complain.
Send her back, ladies and gentlemen. I love that crowd. Ooh, that's my friend Noah. Oh, that's Noah Formica. Yeah, he's a huge Trump supporter and also an organizer. He registers hundreds of voters. Took me like a minute to recognize him, but wow, okay.
So now...
Kind of jealous, Noah. Come on, man. I'm jealous.
And we have our Savior.
Jesus Christ, right? Our Savior, Jesus Christ. That was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ilhan Omar recently.
I mean, I have no worry. I don't know how they take away my citizenship and like deport me, but I don't even know like why that's such a scary threat. Like, I'm not the 8-year-old who escaped war anymore. I'm grown. My kids are grown. Like, I can go live wherever I want.
If you can go live wherever, can you please go back to Somalia? We're tired of you. We're tired of you. She should be really concerned because Tom Homan, the border czar, revealed that they are currently investigating Ilhan Omar for immigration fraud. And they're going through hundreds and thousands of documents. If they find just a little bit of fraud, they can file a lawsuit.
Man, look, the second motherfucker that said I'm built like a nigga with eyeballs on his head family. Hey, I don't know what it is with them eyeballs, man. That should be kind of weird. I don't know. It's like how you got dark eyeballs. I mean, it's kind of like that, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm white, but light, bright. My shit's all same color basically and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We have a Roman history. Tartaria means east of Rome. Barbaria means west of Rome. That's why you have Berbers in North Africa that are black, and you have barbarians in Germany and Scandinavia that are white. It's a Roman perspective to history. Okay, so Barbaria and Tartaria are the same thing. Well, in the Barbary Wars, where America was fighting Moors, we were fighting Morocco, Mauritania, Algeria, I think, these Moorish countries. That was in the early 1800s, mid 1800s, the Barbary Wars. As soon as we won the Barbary Wars, fighting North African Moorish pirates, what happened in America? The age of piracy in South Florida. The Navy, the U.S. Navy, immediately left North Africa and came to the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean and Key West. And they enacted martial law in Key West in the name of fighting piracy. So who were these pirates that they were fighting that just popped up in Key West? Well, Florida was acquired in late 18 teens, early 1820s, right? Officially. In 1820, there was not a single permanent resident in Key West. By 1830, Key West was the richest city in America. How is that possible?
That's crazy, dude.
And we're told that it was all due to pirates that were making such good money, and shipwreckers and divers, treasure divers. Well, I guess all these pirates were doing their taxes if Florida, if Key West became the richest city in America, and it was the most populated city in Florida. One problem: there was no bridge. You had to get there by boat. So what was going on in Key West, where it was in a matter of 9 years, went from not having a single person living there to being America's richest city? What happened? Well, it was pirates. It was the Barbers, the Berbers, the Seminoles, Semitic people. But
they showed. Hold on. So you're saying?
I think they moved in.
They just moved in with all their pirate booty.
It's more just that the magnifying glass went to Florida because they were fighting the Moors.
Okay.
America was fighting the Moors in North Africa. As soon as that war ended, we unofficially started fighting the Moors in South Florida. Okay? We have a Roman history.
Yeah, you gotta remember. You have to remember.
We have a Roman history.
Remember, we have a Roman history, meaning that Georgia, Atlanta, was technically Rome, and the Moors were coming up through Rome. You know what I'm saying? That's where Florida was. So they were just getting rich off robbing motherfuckers in slave trade, because everybody knows the Moors were selling out people. They were selling out people. I mean, they were slave trading the whole thing. They're Moors. That's what they did. They were selling ships. That's what Moors will do. They're sellers. They were pirates. Not Somalians, but they were pirates. You know what I'm saying? But hey, know your history. I went to the kitchen, came back, and that comment said, "What boogie?" Said, "Man, look like." I know, that's what I was trying to figure out what he was saying and shit. And then what he said, the shit looked like the man looked like the second motherfucker that said, "I'm built like a nigga with the eyeballs on his head family." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not in his head, it's on his head. Like, they motherfuckers protruding and shit. You know what I mean? I know what you meant. I got you, man.
Oh, snap. Ilhan Omar, cover your ears, because Trump just went off on you.
I love this Elon Omar.
I forgot. Oh, that one was quick.
Well, y'all, it looks like the shutdown is here. Let's talk about what that means. So as of tonight, Congress has failed to pass a new federal budget, and the White House Office of Management Budget, OMB, that's what you've heard me call it, has ordered all agencies to begin official shutdown procedures. Now, this means unless lawmakers return and agree on a new funding bill before midnight tonight, then the United States government will partially shut down at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what we're looking at is about maybe 3 hours from now, 2.5, maybe 3 hours from now. So the Senate actually rejected a temporary funding bill, H.R. 5371, earlier this evening. Meanwhile, this is what I was talking about earlier. Meanwhile, House Republicans adjourned. They were like, we out, without reconvening for new votes. Now, the OMB, Office of Management Budget, led by Director Russell Vought, sent a memo instructing agencies to execute their plans for an orderly shutdown. Now, that memo also directed federal employees to report to work only long enough to close out operations and process furloughs or perform their essential duties.
You know what that means? All them Democrats about to lose their job. Well, we are a republic for which we stand anyway, so we don't really need those people in our land. Let's get them out of here anyways.
Music is a choice, meaning whatever it is that moves you, that's the kind of music that you want to work with. I can work with any music, but that's because of how I work with my biofield. The biofield is anatomy. Like right now, my nose is running in a really good way, and I've been, kind of sneezy and whatnot. I'm like blowing hair off my face. It ain't no big thing. It's anatomy. Some people use it before or while they exercise. Some people use it as a discipline and a focus. Some people use it for additional situational awareness. But no matter what way you use your biofield, it's anatomy. What that means is that in order for us to actually come together as humans, you out there who know this is anatomy, the mouth needs to start moving in the way of education, not, wow, that's so creepy and weird. Oh my God, that's so weird. Ah! Not helping. And it doesn't make it easier. It does not make it easier. For those of us who've been fighting this battle, you may not know that some people have spent lifelong trying to get this anatomy back in front of humans. You may not know that a lot of people have died because they tried. They tried to talk about exactly what we're talking about right now, human anatomy.
I feel that. You know what I mean? So send the stimulus, stop the bill payments before all shut down again. Then debt collectors don't get the memo for real. Hey, I'll be 100, man. If they gonna shut down, man, motherfuckers better stop asking me for motherfucking tax money. Especially them debt collectors. I'll pop one of them motherfuckers. Keep negating my shit. How a nigga's supposed to stack money? You know what I'm saying? Can't get no laptop like this. Sons of bitches. Fucking tomfoolery and shit. But hey, I digress. Let's keep it moving.
The grandmother that signed for the daughter to do this has the rights to the names and the likeness of my black children. That's what we're dealing with. And I bet not one celebrity say shit. Yeah. They ain't gonna say shit. They're gonna be like, oh man, I'm sorry about your cousin.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has disclosed disturbing details, accusing Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high.
Let's take a look inside Kris Jenner's 70th billionaire birthday bash, where the police were.
The grandmother that signed for the daughter to do this has the rights to the names and the likeness.
Kris straight up pimped me and Kendall. She only cares about money and used all of us sisters for it. She'd take us to parties when we were super young, and rich people would pay her a good amount.
Anybody recognize this cabin right here that Kris Jenner's at? Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp.
This federal RICO though, on KK and Kris? Ooh. The federal RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and who with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming.
Y'all, buckle up. Because the latest tea involving Kris Jenner just cracked the internet in half. And if even half of this is true, Hollywood might never recover. Word on the street is that a former Yeezy employee spilled everything. And apparently, Kanye stumbled upon some disturbing receipts about Kris. We're talking allegations that she wasn't just a momager, but a potential recruiter for some of the darkest elites in the industry. Yes, those elites, the Epstein circle. And suddenly, all the pieces start to click. Sources claim Kanye became terrified for North and Chicago after discovering Kris allegedly planned to groom them into the same machine she built, using Kim, Kylie, and the rest. Because for Kris, fame isn't a gift, it's a currency, and she's always willing to spend her own children.
Did you help Kim release her sex tape?
It's okay. No.
true. Of course it's true. Of course it's true.
Just think about it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to think about some of the stuff I tell you. I don't want you to hate me because I make one suggestion. It's a little intense.
But wait, the rabbit hole is way deeper than any of us thought. Remember that insanely extravagant 70th birthday bash Chris threw last month? Everyone said it felt weird, out of touch, almost cult-like. Well, insiders are now whispering that it wasn't a celebration. It was a gathering, a secret meetup for Hollywood's most powerful names who might share one very dark connection: Epstein. Because tell me why Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg were there? Since when do the rulers of Silicon Valley hit VIP tables with the Kardashians? That's not a friend group. That's a strategic meeting. And the timing? Too perfect. Chris hosts her grand elite summit. Then suddenly Epstein emails drop like a nuke just days later. That's not coincidence. That's panic control. So while Chris is smiling for the cameras, the internet is side-eyeing harder than ever. Something is brewing, and Kris Jenner is at the center of it.
Like good American on the outside. I've got Skims on the inside.
Wait, say that again?
I'm drinking 818 like crazy.
Okay, so let's start with what this former Yeezy employee allegedly leaked, because it's wild. According to a complaint obtained by People, this ex-staffer claims that Kanye instructed him to dig into the Kardashians, like full-on investigation mode, because he believed the family might have dangerous connections behind the scenes. We're talking criminal circles, power players, and whispered accusations that sound straight out of a Hollywood conspiracy thriller. And here's where things explode. Kanye himself recently doubled down online, writing, "Kim Kardashian is a trafficker, and y'all don't believe me and just say I'm crazy." That post shook the internet, not because Kanye said something shocking, that's practically his trademark, but because he said it with so much conviction, like he knows something the rest of us don't. And the scary part? This isn't the first time he's sounded the alarm. Kanye has been publicly paranoid for years that the Kardashians could drag North and Chicago into something dark, that fame and influence come with a price, and he's terrified his daughters might end up paying it. Whether Kanye is trying to protect his family or spiraling into something bigger, that's the question nobody can ignore anymore.
The grandmother that signed for the daughter to do this tape has the rights to the names and the likeness of my black children. That's what we're dealing with. And I bet not one celebrity say no. They ain't gonna say They're gonna be like, oh man, I'm sorry about your cousin.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has disclosed disturbing details, accusing Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high-profile men.
Remember back in 2020, right before Kim filed for divorce? Kanye went full nuclear on Kris Jenner. He publicly called her out for allegedly pushing Kim to do a Playboy shoot and wrote, "I put my life on the line that North's mother would never sell her tape." Boom. That wasn't just a tweet. That was a warning. A red flag waving so hard it could be seen from space. And Kanye didn't stop there. He also went after Kris's longtime boyfriend, Corey Gamble, declaring that neither Kris nor Corey were allowed anywhere near his kids. When you read between the lines, it's chilling. Kanye clearly stumbled onto something that terrified him. Something about Kris that made him fear for North and Chicago's safety. And honestly, the internet can't stop speculating what that something could be. Because when Kanye talks, it's never just drama. There's always a reason.
So for the culture, y'all don't want me, because I feel like the culture did stand up for me when I asked y'all to.
What did you ask for the culture to stand up for? No.
These women kidnapped my child in broad daylight.
So Kanye flew home last night. And he came back this morning. I want to show you guys what he got me. Gorgeous.
Oh my God.
He got me all of the sex tape back.
And now, with these fresh reports claiming Kris might have been the Ghislaine Maxwell of Hollywood, suddenly, everything starts to make sense. Let's talk about that bizarre birthday party Kris threw recently. Sure, she's had extravagant bashes before, but this one was different. Way different. The guest list alone had the internet doing double takes. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, rubbing elbows with Paris Hilton, Beyoncé, Oprah, and Tyler Perry. It wasn't just a party, it was a summit of the elite, all under one glittering, insanely expensive roof. And get this, insiders are whispering that the event cost a staggering $6.5 million. That's not a celebration, that's a power move. And in the context of these new allegations, suddenly, every detail about that night looks suspicious.
Let's take a look inside Kris Jenner's 70th billionaire birthday bash, where the police were allegedly called. Jeff Bezos hosted at his $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills. The theme was a play on James Bond's 007. Inside the party, you could find all the billionaires, including Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle, her daughter and alleged billionaire Kylie Jenner, Kim, Kendall, Khloe, and of course all of Kylie's friends. For the Housewife fans, funny how Lou M. Taylor's here, Vin Diesel, Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber, who walked out with mysterious wipes up on his pants, and many more. The guests received 2 gifts, Wayfair Ray-Bans, and special Kris Jenner Dunkin' Donuts. Bruno Mars played, and this is when the police showed up. TMZ and the Daily Mail are alleging the cops came several times during Kris Jenner's birthday bash because of the Bruno Mars performance. I don't mean to be mean or negative, but this party gave extremely bad vibes. And if you watch this video back, or just go look online, most everyone walking in, including her daughter, were trying to cover their faces. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below.
The entire situation just felt off. Because let's be real, when have we ever seen Bill Gates casually sipping champagne with the Kardashians? Or Mark Zuckerberg posing under a disco ball with Hollywood's glam squad? Exactly. So why did they suddenly show up for Kris? And why this year, of all years? The timing sent the internet into a frenzy. Kris's celebration happened right after the Epstein-related emails dropped. Emails mentioning several of the same high-profile individuals who were photographed smiling at Kris's event. Coincidence? The internet doesn't think so. Online sleuths are theorizing that this wasn't a birthday party at all, but a closed-door gathering for the most powerful names tied to Epstein's orbit.
I was 14 years old. I was 16 years old. This was me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
Is there anything that you wish the cameras hadn't seen?
Probably my stripper pole episode.
Oh, shit.
Girls Gone Wild is like this.
A check-in moment for those terrified that the wrong person might start talking. Whether it's all speculation, or there's a deeper truth hiding behind those velvet ropes, nobody can shake the feeling that this party was more about protection than celebration.
You continue to meet with him over several years, and that, in other words, a number of meetings. What did you do when you found out about his background?
Well, I've said I regretted having those dinners, and there's absolutely nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead, so in general, you always have to be careful. I'm very proud of what we've done in philanthropy, very proud of the work.
Reddit is dragging Kris Jenner's latest party straight into the pits of conspiracy hell. One person asked the most obvious question of the century. Why are all these rich and powerful people celebrating Kris freaking Jenner? And the reply came in hotter than TMZ on a Friday night. Because she's a pimp, and a lot of these people have either benefited from her, paid for her services, or gained pleasures through her circle. It's not rocket science. And then the comment section turned into a crime board. Another user said, "People underestimate how influential she is. This is Epstein-level pimpage." Then someone else chimed in with the ultimate mic drop. Ghislaine Maxwell got caught? You think Kris might too? Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hey, but you know what time it is, family. I like to thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate the time you spend with your boy. Don't forget to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to have some more. You know what I mean? We're going to have some more. But shit, it ain't over, family. Let's get it.
Mars. Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
Mars so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware, and then we're just a pawn. being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.